The internet is in chaos again, and this time, it's all because of two names that fans simply cannot stop talking about: Ruipeng and Bai Lu. Yes, you heard that right. Behind-the-scenes clips of these two have surfaced, and let's just say, fans are not okay. Not calm, not breathing normally, and definitely not thinking straight. So what exactly happened? What did fans see that made them spiral into full detective mode? And most importantly, what could Ruipeng and Bai Lu possibly be hiding? Alright, grab your snacks, get comfortable, and let's talk about it. It all started with a few short behind-the-scenes videos circulating online. At first glance, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. It was just a typical filming environment: cameras rolling, staff walking around, actors rehearsing their lines. But if you look closer, like really close, you start noticing little details. And in the world of fandom, little details are never just little details. In one clip, Bai Lu was standing off camera, reviewing her script. She looked relaxed, smiling slightly as she listened to someone speaking beside her. That someone, of course, was Ruipeng. Now, what made fans pause wasn't just the fact that they were standing close. Actors stand close all the time. It's normal, it's part of the job. But the way Ruipeng leaned in when he spoke, the way Bai Lu tilted her head and laughed softly, it didn't look rehearsed. It didn't look staged, it felt natural. And fans can always tell when something feels natural. There was another moment that really sent everyone into a frenzy. The director had just called for a break, and instead of immediately heading to their own corners like most actors do, Ruipeng and Bai Lu stayed. They kept talking, not just small talk. It looked deep, engaged, comfortable. Ruipeng even adjusted something on Bai Lu's costume, very gently, very carefully, while she stood still, completely trusting him. That's when the comments exploded. Why are they so comfortable? That doesn't look like just co-stars. Are we missing something? And then, of course, the ultimate question: what are they hiding? Now let's be honest. In the entertainment industry, chemistry is everything. Production teams want actors who look good together, who feel believable together, who can make viewers emotionally invested. Sometimes that chemistry stays on screen. Other times, it spills over into real life, or at least appears to. Ruipeng has always had this calm, gentle presence. He doesn't overdo expressions. He doesn't try too hard. And Bai Lu? She's known for her bright personality, her quick humor, and her ability to connect easily with people around her. So when you put those two together, something clicks. But fans aren't just reacting to random moments. They're reacting to consistency. In multiple behind-the-scenes clips, the same pattern appears. Ruipeng often looks at Bai Lu when she's not looking at him. Not in a dramatic, movie scene kind of way. More like a quiet, observant kind of way. Like he's paying attention, like he cares about what she's saying even when it's not part of the script. And Bai Lu? She seems unusually relaxed around him. Her laughter feels effortless. Her body language feels open. She doesn't seem guarded or formal. For fans who have followed Bai Lu for years, this stood out immediately. Because they know her energy shifts depending on who she's around. And with Ruipeng, it feels softer. Of course, skeptics argue that actors are professionals. They know cameras are everywhere. They know how to behave. They know how to create buzz. And yes, that's true. This industry thrives on promotion. A little behind-the-scenes sweetness can boost drama ratings overnight. But here's where it gets interesting. In one particular clip, they didn't realize the camera was still rolling. You can see staff moving equipment, no one paying attention to them specifically. Ruipeng says something quietly. Bai Lu pauses, then lightly nudges him with her elbow. He laughs, genuinely laughs, not the polite on-screen laugh, but the kind that reaches the eyes. That moment didn't look promotional. It looked real, and that's exactly why fans can't stay calm. Speculation quickly spread across social media platforms. Some fans started analyzing timestamps. Others compared their interactions with past co-stars. A few even created side-by-side compilations of normal co-star behavior versus Ruipeng behavior. And according to them, the difference is obvious. But let's take a step back for a second. Could it simply be that they became good friends during filming? Absolutely. Spending long hours together on set creates bonds. When you're rehearsing emotional scenes, sharing meals, staying up late for night shoots, it's natural to grow close. Friendship can look intimate from the outside. Still, the subtle gestures are what keep the rumors alive. The way Ruipeng instinctively moves slightly closer when Bai Lu speaks. The way Bai Lu glances at him before answering certain interview questions, almost as if checking his reaction. These are tiny things, but fans live for tiny things. Then there's the promotional interviews. During one press interaction, they were asked about their first impression of each other. Ruipeng paused for a second longer than expected before answering. He smiled, not wide, not exaggerated, just soft, and said something along the lines of being surprised by how warm and considerate Bai Lu is. Bai Lu, on the other hand, teased him lightly but also mentioned feeling very comfortable working with him. Comfortable, that word again. It's funny how one word can fuel 1,000 theories. Another detail that caught fans' attention was how protective Ruipeng seemed during crowded events. In a clip from a public appearance, there's a moment where the crowd slightly surges forward. Ruipeng instinctively positions himself closer to Bai Lu, subtly creating space. It's quick, it's almost unnoticeable, but fans saw it, and once they saw it, they couldn't unsee it. Now here's the thing about fan culture. Once a narrative begins, it grows rapidly. Some fans are convinced there's something romantic brewing. Others believe they're simply close colleagues with strong chemistry. And then there are those who think the production team is cleverly feeding the speculation. So what are Ruipeng and Bai Lu actually hiding? Maybe nothing. Maybe what fans are witnessing is simply two professionals who genuinely respect each other. Maybe they enjoy each other's company. Maybe they found a rhythm that makes filming easier and more enjoyable. But the mystery lies in what they're not saying. Neither of them has directly addressed the rumors. No denials, no confirmations, just silence. And silence, in the world of entertainment, is often louder than words. It's also worth remembering that both Ruipeng and Bai Lu are experienced enough to understand how quickly rumors can escalate. If there truly was something serious happening, they would likely be extremely careful. Yet their interactions don't seem forced or overly cautious. That balance, natural but controlled, is what keeps fans guessing. And let's not ignore the possibility that sometimes, chemistry is just chemistry. Some pairings simply work, some energies align effortlessly. It doesn't always have to mean romance. But it also doesn't always mean nothing. What makes this situation fascinating is how invested fans have become. It's not just about shipping. It's about wanting authenticity. In an industry often criticized for being scripted and polished, moments that feel real are rare and precious. When fans saw Ruipeng gently brushing dust off Bai Lu's sleeve without making a big deal out of it, it felt human. When Bai Lu casually leaned closer to hear him better instead of stepping away, it felt instinctive. Those are the types of interactions you can't easily choreograph. Or can you? That question lingers. As the drama continues to air and more promotional content gets released, fans are watching everything. Every glance, every smile, every half-second pause. Social media edits are multiplying by the hour. Comment sections are divided but equally passionate. And through it all, Ruipeng and Bai Lu continue working, smiling, interacting like nothing unusual is happening. Maybe that's the biggest clue of all. If there truly was something to hide, would they appear this calm? Or is their calmness exactly what they want us to see? At the end of the day, whether this is blossoming romance, deep friendship, or simply master-level on-screen chemistry bleeding into real life, one thing is certain: they've captured everyone's attention. And maybe that's the real story here. Fans may not be able to stay calm, but perhaps Ruipeng and Bai Lu are simply enjoying the moment, focusing on their craft, and letting the world speculate as it pleases. Or maybe, just maybe, there's a chapter we haven't seen yet. So what do you think? Are we witnessing the beginning of something more? Or is this just two talented actors delivering chemistry so convincing that we can't tell where fiction ends and reality begins? Whatever the truth may be, one thing is clear: the behind-the-scenes clips changed everything. And until Ruipeng or Bai Lu decide to speak openly about it, the mystery will only continue to grow. Alright, that's all for today's deep dive. If you enjoyed unraveling this drama with me, make sure to like, comment, and share your thoughts below. Do you think they're hiding something, or are fans just reading too much into it? Let's talk about it, and as always, stay curious, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next video.